One of the most fascinating phenomena in nature is a wild animal's ability to evade predators by playing dead, dropping a tail, and vomiting or pooping poison. These familiar tactics, however, are far from the most creative. You've likely never heard of a frog that breaks its own fingers to use the bones as weapons, or a butterfly larva mimicking a deadly snake, down to the diamond-shaped head. So today, I'm going to tell you about 10 animals with bizarre defense mechanisms. 1. Texas horned lizards shoot blood from their eyes. One of the most horrifying defenses is performed by the Texas horned lizard, also known as the horny toad. This lizard deters predators like hawks, snakes, other lizards, coyotes, cats, and dogs by squirting blood from the corners of its eyes. It does this basically by rupturing its own sinus membranes. Texas horned lizards have muscles that line the veins surrounding their eyes. When contracted, these muscles cut off blood flow to the heart and flood the ocular sinuses. The lizards can contract the muscles further and make the blood shoot 4 feet from their eyes. In biology, it's called autohemorrhaging or reflex bleeding. 2. Iberian ribbed newts use their ribs as spikes. The Iberian ribbed newt has an amazing way of evading predators. When threatened, it pushes its ribs forward through its stretched skin to create a spiky body armor. The spikes are poisonous. They secrete a milky substance that seeps into the newt's skin and can cause the predator severe pain or possibly even death. The newt itself experiences no significant negative effects from the gruesome strategy, and can perform it over and over again, healing itself each time without problem. 3. Pygmy sperm whales create clouds of poo. Defecation is a common class of defense mechanism, shared by everything from the potato beetle to the pygmy sperm whale. The latter goes beyond using its fecal matter to simply stink out or poison predators. Rather, it excretes a sort of, brace yourself, anal syrup, then flaps its fins and tail to create a dark cloud that shrouds predators and conceals the whale's escape route. 4. Hairy frogs break their finger bones to use as claws. There's a good reason why this frog is often called the horror or Wolverine frog. When threatened, its main defense is to crack its own finger bones, pierce them through the skin of its toe pads, and use them as claws, not unlike Wolverine from X-Men. On their hind feet only, their claws connect with bone via collagen. On the other end of the bone is a muscle that the frog can contract when under threat to break a sharp fragment of bone and push it through its toe pad. This behavior is unique among vertebrates. 5. Slow lorises mimic the defense of cobras. The slow loris, a lemur-like nocturnal primate native to southern Asia, might be cute to some, but it packs a deadly punch. Its defense against predators like orangutans, birds of prey, and, yes, snakes is to mimic the defensive behavior of a cobra. It will rear up, rest its hands on its head and hiss. Meanwhile, a poison excretes from its armpits. If it feels really threatened, it will even suck the poison from its underarms and deliver it to its attacker with a deadly bite. 6. Bombardier beetles spray hot poison. The bombardier beetle doesn't just spray something that smells bad, like a stink bug would. What it sprays, rather, is a scalding chemical combined from 2 abdominal chambers. Its biological ability to keep the ingredients of this toxic substance separate is the only way it can survive while carrying it. The spray is as hot as the boiling point of water. The beetle delivers it through an abdominal tip that can rotate 270 degrees, making it easier to target attackers. 3. 7. Northern fulmars trap predators with their vomit. Birds will often vomit as a defense mechanism, because the putrid smell of it deters predators. But the northern fulmar, a gull-like subarctic seabird, takes this method to a new level. Its vomit is so sticky that it can act as a glue, matting the predator's feathers and making it incapable of flight. This is usually the doing of chicks, which are limited in their other means of defense, and sheath bills and skuas are often the victims. 8. Sea cucumbers push organs out of their anuses. Sea cucumbers utilize a defense mechanism called self-evisceration, in which they eject their intestines and other organs out of their anuses. The long intestines distract, entangle, and can even harm the enemy because, in some sea cucumber species, they're poisonous. Predators may believe the sea cucumber to be dead, and the expelled organs keep the predator busy, while the sea cucumber flees the scene. Though it looks gruesome, the sea cucumber isn't harmed in the process. The organs can be regenerated within a matter of weeks. 9. Dinosaur butterfly larvae transform into snakes. Native to Trinidad, the Dinosaur darius butterfly puts on perhaps the most impressive display of mimicry of the whole animal kingdom. In its pupal stage, it will flip itself upside down, puff out its head, and use its brown underbelly to trick predators into thinking it's a snake. It will do this for 13 days after shedding its final layer of skin. During this period, it's immobile, and the incredibly deceptive snake disguise is its only defense. When in this stage, the butterfly even mimics the scales and eyes of a serpent. Its head takes the threatening diamond shape of a pit viper, which no butterfly predator wants to mess with. 10. Flying fish take to the air at 37 miles per hour. The flying fish, the largest of which grow to only about 18 inches long, swim at speeds reaching 37 miles per hour to launch themselves from the water. Once airborne, it can reach heights of 4 feet and glide distances of up to 655 feet. Then, it will prolong its return to the water, skimming the surface by rapidly flapping its tail. They can stretch a single flight out to 1,312 feet, which is almost 4 football fields. Nature, at first glance, may seem like a calm and peaceful place. But there is another side to it, and in response, many animals and plants have developed interesting and surprising defense mechanisms to protect themselves from their predators and, in some cases, the elements. So, I think, you now have a good understanding of those bizarre defense mechanisms.